Welcome to Social Marketing for Business. And how many people have not been to this group before? Okay, few people. Third. So what we're doing this year, if you didn't see on the meetup, is we're helping each one of you build your own social media marketing plan. And so what this group's all about is working together, sharing information, sharing best practices, talking about how do you use all these tools. It's a whole new world out there as far as how businesses need to communicate and what they need to say and how they're going to get it out there to everybody. And we're just exploring that together. The purpose of this group is to have a conversation and share challenges and what's going on with each other's businesses and insights. Another portion of this group is how are you generating ROI from this? Everybody knows you could be on Facebook, or you could be on Twitter, or you could be making videos, or you could be linking up with people on LinkedIn all day long and chatting about everything in the world. Well, you don't have time to do that, right? You've got to make money, and you've got to run a business, and you've got to do things. And so we're going to focus on how do you make ROI from this. And so what we're doing is sometimes pay the bills, right? And another thing that I thought was really interesting was this notion of inbound marketing. Who's heard that term? Okay, so inbound marketing is the new phrase, right? I'm just getting people used to. I mean, I get asked every day, what does SEO mean? You know, so I always hesitate to bringing up new terms. So, search engine optimization, people ask me about, but inbound marketing is kind of the new catchphrase. I'm not going to say catchphrase. It's the new description of all of the different online marketing tactics. It would include pay-per-click marketing, paid advertising, social media marketing, anything where you are attracting people to your business who are looking for it, as opposed to pushing things out to people or posting ads and things, right? So inbound marketing is quickly becoming the aggregate of the digital marketing that people do. And so when you hear that term, that's what it means, and it's broad like that. And so today we're going to talk about developing, communicating, and understanding your brand experience on social media. And this came out an awful lot during our sessions. And if you've met with us, this is something that Webolutions focuses in on before we ever even look at should we build a website? Should we use social media? Should we do burst email? Should we have events? Should we do webinars or seminars or whatever? Before you can go out and say, hey, become engaged with me, or hey, I'm relevant, you should, in the vein, in the conversation of effectiveness and efficiency, have the right message to share. And it goes back to this, the shortness doesn't necessarily protect against dullness. Because if you've got nothing to say, implementing these tactics, and they even mentioned this in one of the sessions, going out there unprepared says as much about your brand as going out there prepared. Who in here can say that they're the only one who does something related to what their product is? Very good. One person is truly unique, right? And will you be truly unique forever? Is there any boundary to anybody else? So, if you were to market based on, I'm the only one who makes coats in Denver, I'm the only hotel with a phone in Denver, like the Brown Palace, pretty soon, wow, you can't be known for that. You can't stand for that if other people can do that. So how do you take what it is that you have to offer? How do you take what you have to sell and not focus on the product attributes that you're selling, but focus on the experience that people are going to have with your brand? So as you go out there and you start to communicate, you don't need to talk about, and we give you free lunch when you do this, or we, we'll throw in an extra, but wait, don't order yet. We're going to throw in another set of, it's all product, right? It is all product. It's not about the experience that you're going to have. And so I never even thought about this till I said that, but that's why infomercials have to do everything based on price, because there is no experience around the product that you're going to have. And so it's got to be cheap, cheap, cheap. And I would just ask everybody in here, how many is your long-term business plans revolves around being the cheapest option in the marketplace? And if the answer is yes, by all means, focus on the product you offer. If you're like most businesses and you're looking to provide value and you're looking to not be the cheapest option out there in the market space, you have to focus on the experience that people are going to have with your brand. Part of that experience gets tied into who are you and what do you stand for out there in the world? What is your brand? What drives our behavior is the limbic part of our brain, and this is the oldest part of our brain. It's our Homo sapien brain that allows us to have all of our emotions. It controls our feelings. It controls our intuition. It controls whether or not I trust you. It controls loyalty, and it controls all our behavior. And so if I'm talking to you about my product and its attributes, and I'm better, or here's a chart that shows me next to everybody else, not me, my product attributes lined up with everybody else, what part of the brain am I talking to? I'm talking to your neocortex. If I'm talking about teaching the world to sing, and I'm talking about Santa Claus, and I'm talking about polar bears, I'm speaking directly to the limbic part of your brain. I'm talking to the part of your brain that allows you to, that drives behavior, that allows you to trust me, that allows you to be loyal to me, that allows you to go tell other people, hey, you need to do business with these people. They're amazing. And so that is fundamentally important. And so when I'm talking about your brand and what it stands for, and I'm talking about creating an experience around your brand, I'm not just kind of saying these are great marketing tactics. I'm saying this is how people think. It's controlled by the biology of who each one of us is, and you will have a stronger, more impactful, more meaningful, more relevant message when you start broadcasting this out there in social media, when you look at your website, when you send out your e-newsletter, when you do your inbound marketing. Speak to that part of humans' brains, and it will make a big difference. So people buy based on why you do things. If the limbic part of your brain is making your decisions, why you do what you do is far more important to me as a buyer, as a referrer, as an ongoing customer, than what it is you do. Other people do what it is you do. Other people probably do what you do, how you do it. But if you can go out there and speak to people about why you do it, and that's what comes through, you're going to be different. You're going to be more relevant. You're going to have more purpose and more meaning. But the first stage in that is figuring out why you do it, right?
Let's come over to the second. Yeah.
Maybe the blog post?
I believe that you have to feel the same way. Yeah.
And for our YouTube group, we came up with keep it short, have parts 1 and 2 so people keep clicking and they don't lose interest and click away into another video that looks more interesting. We also came up with tell them what you do, have an interesting tagline, so something that'll get them to click on the video in the first place and not lose their interest to the video of somebody crashing into a wall that they're clicking on instead.
Or cats.
Is there a, I know we're on a rabbit trail, but you started me down there. Is there a stat on how many people check don't versus how many people do for share related videos?
I'm sure there's a stat for everything. I don't know what it is.
We were talking about in a group, and it sounds like you can even check your stats on how long they stayed on your video. So if you have a 10-minute video, you can look at it and you can see that you lost everyone in 30 seconds. So.
I guess
To your attention. Catherine.
Yes, Twitter group. If everybody looks in their books, we talked about Twitter Vines. It's a brand new application within Twitter. It allows you to upload 6-second videos, which is kind of a new thing from within an app on your iPhone. And it's brand new, only been out a couple of weeks now. So if everybody's looking to sort of like get on that wave for the next big thing before really big brands like Starbucks are even on it, this is it. So check it out on your iPhone. Twitter Vine.